Well, somebody reminded me that I had a shop light that I needed to work on. Currently, I have an LED El Cheapo up there. I really don't like it. I like my fluorescents. These are really heavy metal. So I've removed the cover and I am fixing to swap out the ballast on this guy. And we're going to see how well that's going to work. Hopefully that fixes the problem. So this should be a direct replacement, and some of the things I got to figure out is how the wires are connected to that connector, and I already know how they're connected in here. They're just basically pushed in, so hopefully this will go straight forward. One thing I will do is I will only unhook one wire at a time and wire the new one in side by side, just to make sure I get it right. These wires, I clipped them off from right here, and I was investigating how they were attached. They just pulled right out. That may have been my flickering problem. I'm going to delete this connector completely. Okay, so to get to these, you have to remove the back cover, and then they just slide out. And then to take them apart, they've got 3 little tabs, and I just kind of ease a little screwdriver under there. You got to be careful now because there's some springs in here. So there's 2 copper springs, and there's also 2 little metal tabs that the pins on the light, when the pins go through the hole, they push on these tabs, and I'm going to clean them up. I don't know if you can see that very well. It looks like a little spot there. But the wires, if you look inside here, they just push into these little spring clips. So yeah, I've taken this thing apart several times and cleaned these, but I'm going to replace the ballast and see if that fixes the problem. So to remove the wire, because there's 2 wires actually up in here, we're not going to mess with the white ones. So that spring clip, you just take a little screwdriver and lift up on the spring clip and then pull the right wire. And it comes right out. So, and then I'm just going to push the new ones up in there and we should be good to go. Okay, so to install, basically there's 4 holes, and the white ones go in the bottom holes and the yellow ones push in to the top holes. And that didn't hold very well. I do not like that spring clip. You see that? It's not springy. Let me work on that. Okay, so I just took a pair of needle nose pliers and just tweaked that spring, and they're both in there tight now. So now I'm going to go clean up these little metal pads, and then we're going to just put this thing back together. Alright, well I got them cleaned up, so now we just do reassembly. Drop them down in there. Take a little screwdriver, get them to set flat. And we drop the springs back in. The hole shrunk. Oh, there it did. And then we take and just snap this part back together. Make sure the springs are in the little retainers. Okay. And get it to line up. It is spring tensioned, and it just snaps back together. So the way these are installed is you push them through this way, and then they just slide. There's one, and there's the other one. That side's done. Okay, so I turned it around. Same process is going to happen on the other side, but you're going to have to do both connectors. Blue wires go to the left one, red wires to the right one. The power goes in to the red and black wires, which I've deleted the connector that was on there, and we're just going to use wire nuts to wire it right back into the electrical. So shouldn't take me but a few minutes to get this side changed out. Okay, so I'm working on my last connector. Yeah, I had to tighten the pins up on that one too, but when I pulled the old ballast out, it looks like something might have been getting hot in there. So I'm on the fence. I don't know whether it was a bad connection causing it or the ballast. Well, we're fixing the connections and replacing the ballast, so hopefully this thing will be working here in a minute. We got the old ballast out. I've got the new ballast in, and I've wired a standard plug up to it so we can test it. Now, if this thing works, then we're going to take the bulbs and that plug off of it, and I'm not going to put this 15-pound shield on until we get this thing hung back up there, because with that shield on, this light is heavy. So let me put you over here, and we're both going to see this if it works the first time. All right, here we go. I may tap on it too, just to make sure it doesn't flicker. I got one bulb. It's trying. Okay, let me try. And first thing I'm going to do is change that bulb. I'll bring you right back. Let's change this bulb out. I don't know. These bulbs are fairly brand new because I just replaced them a while back. And okay, this is a completely different bulb. Let's try it now. Still, I'm going to have to go back in and check the wires. All right, I'll bring you back. Okay, so the only thing I'm seeing, I've tugged on the wires and I pushed. That feels good. The spring feels good there. Spring feels good there. Sorry about that. We'll come over here, and on this side, that spring feels good. That doesn't feel good. It feels like it's down. It's down in here a little bit. I'm going to open this one up and look at it. That's the only thing I can see. Now I'm going to stretch the springs a little bit. I already did this one, so I'm going to stretch that a little bit, put it back together, and see what happens. Okay. Other than that weak spring, I didn't see anything else wrong, so here's try number 2. That's what it was. All right. Yes, it is grounded. So it looks like it's fixed. So we should be able to get all the lights looking uniform again. And then I'll find out a place to put that one. That may work out in the new shop or the new shed. All right, thanks for watching.